Damn it, that's not the transition I'm looking for. I really need to go back and fix that. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mark Summers, MajorLinux, twitch.tv/MajorLinux. And hi, how are you? I'm doing fine. I'm looking fine. I'm feeling, oh yeah, I think I've covered that. Well, we got these notifications popping in. But yes, I'm feeling so fresh today. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I got rid of all his hair. I got rid of all his hair. Oh my goodness. It just feels so naked, but it feels so bright. It just feels so freeing. It's like, whew, whew. That's right, Friday. Some good came out of this fucking weekend. Oh my god, yo, I am excited. I got a haircut. I've also now started on my Twitch journey. It's great. I'm glad to be here. 33 years into my life. It's like, you know what? Let's change it up. I'm feeling a change. Let's change up the game. I'm tired of just cutting it all off. I'm gonna keep some of my pandemic hair as a reminder of the struggle that we had to go through. Now, honestly, I actually just wanted twist or like braids in my hair for a while, but I've never had an excuse to grow out my hair. So yeah, we'll just put a whole pandemic out, and it's like, yep, that'll keep me from going to a barber for over a year. What's going on, Red? How you doing? How you living? How are you feeling? And that's just not an introduction for people who are coming to the stream. Red, I really want to know how you're feeling. I really want to know. Oh my goodness, this past weekend, boy howdy, was it a shitstorm. Hold on, I can barely see what it is. I'm so far away from my monitor now. Yep, okay, sir said. Yep, I get it. Yeah, things have happened last week. And unfortunately, they did try so hard. They tried so far. Wait, what is it? Oh, they try so hard. I don't know. What is it? What is the lyrics to that song? I forget. I love Linkin Park, but I cannot remember the lyrics to that song. But yeah, they tried all sorts of fuckery. Yeah, so a lot of stuff has been happening behind the scenes with myself, Recollective, and Extra Life. And they tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it's something matter. So the lyrics are, it doesn't even matter, or it didn't even matter. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's just throw something because look, I'm out now. But yeah, so a whole bunch of shit went down between myself and Recollective. Like, we were on one side and CMN and Extra Life on the other. A Recollective, we're a group of POC and other marginalized communities. Talking like a very intersectionalized group of people who are extra lifers who rightfully decided, hey, we should try to get some change going on here. There's a very serious lack of representation within Extra Life. I mean, in other charities, other organizations as well. But hey, because we're Extra Lifers, let's start with the home team. So we've been working for over a year now, trying to get some inroads in that, and we've been block. I need to get Terry Crews. That's a problematic motherfucker himself. But get Terry Crews block. Yeah, CMN just blocking us at every turn. To try to do something, ultimately culminating in T Sparkle, thank you for that host. Ultimately culminating in them asking for us to create a panel back in March, and we did that. We created a panel, got the idea and everything, submitted it. And, again, as a company, as an organization, you reserve the right to not do it, but it'd be common courtesy, to let people know that's not what you're going to do. Also, to use so much black labor or use so much POC marginalized communities labor to do something for you that you asked and then not use it. So you're like, yeah, we created something. Yep, just throw it in the trash. And then when we get on a call to kind of discuss what happened and what was going to happen in its place, which was a Discord only DEI conversation. It was going to be a discussion between the Extra Life community and the senior vice president of. I'm gonna make sure I get her title correct. Give me 1 second here. See, husband Derek has responded to. I need to check that out. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure I get her title. I don't want to, because I don't want to throw any. I don't want to cast any. Look, I don't want to sit there and fuck shit up. Okay, so Senior Vice President of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, Shirley Rogers, is going to have a frank and honest discussion with us about CMN's DEI efforts, which, I'm just saying, if you're going to go on the record for an organization and say, hey, this is what we're doing for diversity and inclusion, I don't know, maybe make that shit public, but that's just me. That's just me. And I mean, every fucking company on the planet, there are, statements released. I mean, when their talks had, that shit goes out, it is public. I just chose like 30 acronyms. Look, you get in these organizations, they throw up all the C letters, like like it's like gang signs, but for your mouth. You want to have this frank and honest discussion on Discord, on a platform that, you can't really record on unless you bring a third party software, which I know that nobody at CMN was willing to do because fuck if they even know how to use Discord, let alone any of these tools we have at our disposal to, record conversations on Discord, because, it's not like some of us, do that, but they don't do that. They're not going to fucking care. So you put it on a platform that there is no easy recording. There is plenty of platforms you could totally do this on that, that would do the recording for you. But, there were things I was told before the call, before this discussion, that there were going to be things that were going to be talked about that weren't going to be recorded. Okay, I don't see what that would be, but sure. I didn't believe her, but I was like, okay, whatever. Okay, that's the line you're sticking to, sure. Call happens. There was no discussion, no frank and honest discussion. There was lectures, handshakings, and high fives between all the CMN employees. Like, yeah, that's right. We're crushing diversity, equity, and inclusion. Although we're still taking trainings, we haven't finished yet, and we haven't applied anything, but we're crushing it. No, you're not. Like, that's like me saying, yo, I'm crushing my CDL exam and I haven't even taken the CDL course. But because I'm driving, I am delivering all these things in American Truck Simulator. I'm doing the most fantastic. Man, I'm the best trucker in the real world. It's crazy. I'm better than my dad, and he has a CDL. So then, I brought it up during this this lecture. I like to call it a lecture because it was not a discussion. Nothing was being discussed. So during this lecture, this 2.5 hour lecture, I submit. So they were allowing people to submit questions anonymously. Like, oh no, somebody might get upset at me if I actually say, how am I better to black people? How am I better? What do I need to do to be better to POC? Like, no, actually, if you ask a question, I see you. It's like, all right, I see you. You were trying to do some work. That's fantastic. Thank you. Come reach out. There's some community members here who would like to talk to you. We would like to help you out. We wanted to do this, Friday, but it's whatever. But so I asked my anonymous questions. One of which was, hey, why isn't this on Twitch? So that way more people can see it, and we can actually refer to it, later if people want to see it after the fact. And I don't know, just give you a little bit of accountability. This actually might work out for you if you just have it recorded somewhere. That way, you'd have something to point to. Say, hey, you did it. We talked about it here. You can even bookmark it. You can create clips. You can make highlights of specific questions if you want to make like a video FAQ about it. It's like, honestly, I've seen people do amazing things with Twitch. It's fucking amazing. It's really easy too. I'll get you in touch with my boy Sinziak, one of the co-hosts of a Tech Talk Thursdays, 8 o'clock p.m. over at twitch.tv/MajorLinux. But yeah, easy. Just stream it on Twitch. Cover all your bases. Cover your own ass too. So this is where the second answer as to why. So remember, the first was things were going to be discussed that they didn't want, people to be exposed about, which again, if you're asking questions about how can I be a better ally, or what is CMN doing to, better support, your BIPOC, your other marginalized communities, we don't want that to get out. That's top secret. We can't let people know that we're trying to do better, because what if the racists and the other bigots find out? They'll never want to raise money for us. I don't know. I imagine that's what the thought process. I don't see any other possible answers for that, because in that call, again, nothing was out of pocket. Nobody was revealing sensitive information. Nobody had the opportunity to reveal sensitive information because nobody was talking except for CMN. But the answer CMN gave me that second time, outside of, again, we're protecting people from a POC or a DEI talk, was they did not want people to go from Discord to Twitch to Discord. So, ladies and gentlemen, Children's Miracle Network not only doesn't believe that you should really know about diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts happening at Children's Miracle Network hospitals, they also don't think you can walk and chew bubblegum. They really, really, really doubt that you can do two things at once. I don't know how to break this news to you all, but honestly, they told me that they think you're an idiot, that you don't know how to use Twitch and Discord at the same time. Also, I would like to point out that the same Senior Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Miss Shirley Rogers, personally accused me of attacking her integrity when I asked her, hey, could we get more transparency? She told me that she felt attacked that I did not trust her. I was like, well, I mean, your team so far has really given me no reason to trust you, but I did not say that. I did not say I didn't trust you. I just said, hey, we would like more accountability on your part. That way we can actually have something to work towards together. We can have concrete points we can look at. So, all right, let's do this. Let's actually have things we can reference to. Also, again, for this DEI call, or what was supposed to be a DEI call, a DEI discussion, there may be people who would like to see this who could not make it because they were participating in tournaments. Again, may just be waking up because this panel was happening early in the day for some people on a Saturday, no less. For me, it was 1 PM, so it's whatever. But for her, it was about 11 a.m. It was 10 Pacific. There are people on a Saturday who were just waking up, who were here only for the tournaments, who were probably practicing for the tournaments, didn't want to be distracted. They were talking strategy with their teammates, or just playing fucking chess. I don't know what they were doing. But just there are many reasons for people not to be on a call. And in fact, after later on that night, found out, there were plenty of people who were not on the call and were asking me and many others, hey, so what was that call about? I wish I could tell you. I could tell you that apparently, CMN has done nothing. They're still training to be better. But they decided to have a call anyway. Again, why? You could have actually done your job and finished taking the training, actually applied things, and then maybe come back, but also with, some concrete evidence, like show your math here. But no, they did none of that. And yeah, so it's been an interesting weekend. Like, it's great to sit there and go through Extra Life's tweets and notice that, yeah, they are definitely just like skirting all over everything that I'm saying, just going out of the way and say, hey, high five, good job. Like, no, like, this is like the George Floyd killing all over again. It's like, y'all have a serious problem on your hands and y'all just gonna go ahead and ignore it because y'all want to just keep this air of positivity. Yeah, got it. Yeah, this ain't looking too well for you. I'm just saying, the optics of this ain't great. It ain't great. Just gonna put that out there. So that was a lot. That was a lot. That was an ordeal. Just so we know too that I may have these issues. I may say these things about Extra Life and Children's Miracle Network. That does not mean that I do not support the work that the charity aspect does. That I will continue to be a part of Extra Life. I will be a part of the community in which I fight for them to do better. I will continue to be raising funds for Duke Children's Hospital because I'm not going to let these racist, problematic bigots chase me out. I'm not going to sit there and let them gaslight me and tell me I am lying. I'm not going to let them lie to me and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm done. Fuck that. I'm tired. And I'm not getting up from my seat. All right, let's see. Where are we at with chat? I already know what we're talking about. 5 seconds of what you said. You used 30 acronyms. We got bought into the back entrance. That's most definitely. He read. Look, it's great to be a part of that small group of people that they talk to. They couldn't be bothered to recognize our group, Recollective, as the small group of people that they've been talking to for over a year to try to get some more of these DEI efforts in place, try to offer them help. Like from the jump back in March of 2020, we offered help and they're like, nah, we got it. Seem like y'all keep fumbling that back. I don't think y'all got it. I'm just gonna put it out there. Let's see. Still have not heard any mention outside of when they were initially revealed that Extra Life's Discord server does have channels for diversity, equity, inclusion. They have POC, LGBTQ, women in gaming, and disabled, but they don't get talked about. There's spaces for your community for all of this, but they don't talk about them. This is always like a fucking afterthought. You had a whole lecture about DEI and you didn't mention that in the very fucking Discord server you were talking in. Again, y'all sure y'all don't need that help? Because y'all looking hella sus right now, bro. Brock, what's going on? How you doing? Yes, CMN is Children's Miracle Network. It is a charitable organization. I think it was founded by the Osmonds way back when, based out of Salt Lake City, Utah. You can't do two things at once, requires use of screenshots, a game, and I mean, imagine, think about how tone deaf that sounds when you have literally 2 different tournaments that required you to take screenshots all the damn time. I didn't even think about that till just now. Thank you, T Sparkle, for bringing that to my attention. Yeah. But the community can't handle that. Y'all can't handle going between Twitch and Discord. This too hard. That's too hard for you. I'm sorry, Po baby, you can't do 2 things at once. That's a shame. That's a doggone shame. I mean, for a charity where you play games and heal kids, like literally that's 2 things you have to do at once. But that's a shame. That's a doggone shame that nobody can do that. That the whole Extra Life community can't do that. Y'all can't do two things at once. That's what your CMN staff thinks of y'all. Just gonna put that out there. I want y'all to hear this shit. Funny you mention that. I know those channels are there and I can see one of them, but they're barely active and I only saw one mention of it like ever. Yeah, at the very beginning. But yep. This is what CMN thinks of the community. Just so y'all know. Again, again, do not think of this as me like bitching and complaining because, oh no, they're not doing the POC, the marginalized community. Like, no, like that's true. That is true. I do take umbrage with that. But a lot of the stuff that I call for is for the community at large because I've been dealing with CMN for so long to where I don't, it's not to say I don't see it as a, marginalized issue. No, I do. There's some of it definitely is. What happened this weekend was definitely a case of CMN saying, fuck you to the marginalized community. While also, telling me, yeah, we support the guilty verdicts of Derek Chauvin as you silence marginalized voices. Yeah, got it. But also at the same time, I mean, for me, it's a fight for the community at large because of the fact that so much shit that they do not tell you. They won't tell you. I knew so much more about EOU months in advance, or about a month in advance, that I was sworn to secrecy to. And I am so sorry that I kept that secret because if I had known it was going to be this bad, I would have said something days, weeks ago. Like I knew this was going to be bad. I'm so sorry. That's on me. I apologize and I take full responsibility for not sharing the information I had. It's not like I signed a document. It's not like as soon as they had information, they should have been sharing it with you, but they did not. They never do. Like this is pure evidence that they know exactly what they're doing. They know they know they have information. They've got answers for you, but they'd rather wait to the last fucking second to tell you. Just like people who are mad, who look at the statistics like who's getting shot by police. Well, white people are getting shot more than black folk. One, it's not a competition. Look, if you look at per capita, no, we getting killed more. But that's beside the point. You should be mad that cops are shooting at our white folk too. So it's a thing of like, hey, this is what the administration of the organization you support is doing to you behind your back, actually right in front of your face. You just can't see it because they won't tell it to you. Then when you point that shit out, they get really mad, they get really upset, they get in a tizzy. So we're doing the best we can. Well, the best you could do is actually tell us when you actually have that information and allow us to plan accordingly. I'm pretty sure if you told people what was going on with this tournament long ago, say, hey, we're trying to do this, I don't know, people would have understood more and actually, made better accommodations instead of mass drops of people participating in certain competitions because they just didn't have the time because shit's kept changing. Not to mention y'all had over a year to try to get this shit playing, try to find somebody to help out. Again, you could have talked to people in the community who actually run tournaments who probably would have helped you get some of this stuff planned out. Could have had some prototyping. You've got a community of gamers. Hey, if you want to do a Fall Guys tournament, how would that look? Let's work out some ideas. You got dedicated members of your community. You chose not to reach out to them. You decided not to communicate with them, just toss them to the side. And then when you do reach out, you have them do the work and then just say, fuck it, we don't want to do that anyway. So, I mean, there's that. Honestly, if Extra Life comes and asks you for something, I would say, maybe get something in writing. Make sure you have some way to, verify that they're going to do the thing that they said they're going to do. earlier this afternoon, I took the liberty of taking several screenshots just in case, things get really bad and, somebody wants to start scraping things. But I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do that. But it's just it's the paranoia for me. I think that guy that plays video games with his mouth could swap between. Oh, you talking about Super Lewis 64? Oh, most definitely. I love that dude. Oh, I know he can. He's probably already got Track IR that just does it. He just looks between the monitors and can just switch. So, Rocky No Hands. Oh, I mean, I mean, they had able gamers, and I'm pretty sure Steve Spawn could do it. But they don't think you can do it. Red, you're absolutely right. We're not. You're just a method to get them money. That's all that is. It's capitalism. Even in your charity, it's capitalism. The lack of attendance. Oh, ain't no talk. Look, we could talk about the tournament. I don't know shit about that. Like, I'm not going to speak about that because I don't know what that was. Again, I was so far removed from that. I feel like trying to equate issues with how they treat the community with, our voices as opposed to how they run scores and shit. Like, I feel like it cheapens that a bit. I can't fault DreamHack for doing the best they could with somebody with the company that really could care less. DreamHack tried what they could. I was talking I work with the guy who was running the tournament this year, and yeah, it was not pleasant for DreamHack at all. CMN does not care. Doesn't matter who they work with. Are you giving us? Are we getting the money? All right. Oh wait. So this is one thing I learned today. This is one thing I learned today with Sam Wilson. Captain America. One of his favorite lines is, "Cut the check." I imagine that's all CMN was saying. Cut the check. Did you cut the check yet? You cut the check. Y'all need to cut the check. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure DreamHack tried to do what they could. I don't know what Facebook Gaming was up to. Again, that's not where I was. That's not where my focus is. I can't speak onto that. So, I refuse to. Because I'm not going to go on record. Again, I'm going to say, I don't know. So I can go on record and say, look, I said I don't know. I don't know how that shit was going. All I can speak to is how, CMN treats their community members when they actually do have concerns that they would like to voice and when they want to have that accountability put up. Anywho. I'm thirsty. I talked a lot. Let's... Got some red Kool-Aid. Okay, it's not red yet. Anywho, let's get to it.